Right, I'm with Chris from Ride of Honour and I'm at Squires Family Fun Day. And so, what's with Father Christmas being out in September?
Father Christmas out in September, yes. Father Christmas is to our right. Him and the elf are in the sleigh, and that's for the 2011 toy run from Squires, the 2011 Squires toy run.
What date's that on?
That is the 19th of November. That's leaving Squires, heading up to the Sun Inn at Norwood, and then from Norwood we're off to Ripon.
Okay.
Same route as last year.
What hospital does it go to?
It doesn't it? It's in association with the Salvation Army. The Ripon Voluntary Service.
Okay. I did a toy run from the Ace Cafe, and they literally all dressed up as bears on bikes and Christmas trees and drove all the way over to St Thomas's or one of the kids' hospitals. So
we aren't as flash as that up north, unfortunately. We're a bit hard up, you know.
You could be.
Well, you would hope that the toy run, in essence, is for bikers to get into the spirit, dress up as Santa Claus, do silly things to the bikes, and obviously bring a donation, whether it be cash or a toy for the children. But last year we did it, we got 167 bikes. It's obviously November, a lot of people have put the bikes away.
Not real bikers.
No, proper bikers don't put the bikes away, do they? All-weather bikers.
We're looking for an Indian summer this year, so hopefully it won't be too bad.
I think that might have been this afternoon, because it turned out rather nice this afternoon.
It did.
It wasn't sunny this morning, but yes, it's turned out nice again.
I actually went home and got my waterproofs, and then I walked around all day baking, and my jeans were so hot underneath. Actually, so I reckon I still half a stone.
That's the trouble with biking. you never wear the right gear for the day. You can wear your leathers, it'll rain.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I found with biking. But as a result of not only the toy run, the forum, but now the Ride of Honour, I'm pretty much retired from biking. I've got these Suzuki sat in my garage, and I never ride them.
Because you're so busy doing.
So busy, yeah, doing the Ride of Honour roadshow.
I can relate, because obviously I do present it for Biker FM. I run a charity myself, and I do several websites for people. I'm unemployed as well, but I'm actually too busy to have a job, and a photographer too. So yeah, I know what it's like, but I've got 2 bikes, and I don't get to ride them much either.
No, I keep telling everybody I'm now retired from biking, because it just feels. I mean, normally I lead the toy run, because I do go over the top in what I get dressed up as Santa, etc. But I'm going to give somebody else a chance this year, because obviously the Ride on a caravan, camo van as it's called, will be at Ripon.
We are in the camo van now.
We are in the camo van.
It's cool.
Look, it's got bunting.
Yeah, it's good bunting. It's proper Union Jack.
It's very cheap bunting.
It's just good.
But yes, it's not a funny caravan. It's a fully functioning caravan, apart from heating.
Yeah.
Where we have lights, we've got the bigger generator.
Yeah.
So we can now power a kettle.
And
we've
stereo.
got the stereo, yeah, the PA system.
There's a very big knob on it, which is great.
Yes, and it's flashing as well.
That's almost Night Rider-ish.
Yeah, but we went to an event at Catterick Garrison last weekend.
Yeah.
And we'd taken the brand new 850 watt generator, and I'd not tried it with the generator. I tried it plugged into the mains, and obviously it worked, so I was happy. Got to Catterick Garrison, and of course nothing worked, because the generator wasn't powerful enough to power anything. So panic stations, Mr. Mannering. And it's funny actually, we did the Catterick Garrison AWS fun day. We had a major come up to us and then invite us to another fun day at the Infantry Training Centre the day after. So we kind of dumped the camo van at the ITC, went home and went back up the next day. Excellent. But we got a free barbecue out of it.
Yeah, I mean, them army boys know how to party. They said, I mean, I used to work on MOD base for the RAF, but it was a tri-service base, so you had Army and Navy on there as well. And yeah, they know how to have a good time.
It was a nice barbecue. Sausage, chicken and something else. Can't remember what it was.
Pork chops, steak.
It was all mashed, like the coleslaw was in tubs that were about 3 foot by 4 foot.
Yeah, they do like to go over the top. So with the money raised for Ride of Honour, is this going for, like, we see all these TV programmes where guys coming back from who's stepped on like devices and they've lost limbs and stuff like that? Does it go towards that?
Well, the Ride of Honour is supporting 4 main charities: Help for Heroes, Afghan Heroes, Support Our Soldiers, and the Black Rat Fund, which is actually a charity based at Catterick Garrison for the 4th Mechanised. So those are the 4 charities that benefit from the Ride of Honour.
Yeah.
Last year, well, we keep saying last year, but the ride only happened in April.
Yeah.
And since April, we've got the caravan, we've painted it, we've decked everything you see here. So it's been quite a hectic few months.
Yeah.
But it's very distinctive as the old RoH road show. Unfortunately, you're too late. You missed the bear.
No, I saw Father Christmas there because I went on the mag run, so I had to nip out. Otherwise, I'd put my bike in the show. But yeah.
Yeah, we came up last year's to last year's show, and we did the Santa Claus thing, and we do think that helped. Also, the cat lass Gail plugged the toy room last year quite heavily.
Yeah.
So as a combination of those two and the flyers, it's like I say, you're very dependent on the weather.
You need Totty. How you get girls with the whole, you need your young ladies out there with a Santa, Mrs. Claus outfit on, walking around with a hat. And I tell you what, bikers, mate, no matter how old they are, they will do that. Go.
Sex sells, baby, as they say.
They've got it flaunted.
We might even get Squires to put on free totties. Do you think that'll happen? I don't.
I've seen them behind the bar, and they need to take about 5 layers of makeup off.
Yeah, some say
it's like 1980s actually.
Some say it's very day glow orange.
It is. It is. It's scary. I mean, I feel really old saying this now, but I'm an 80s child, and I don't remember putting that much stuff on.
They're only young. They'll learn, won't they?
Yeah.
But yes, the Ride of Honour is happening again next year. Next year is going to be slightly different. We're going to go for 3 main rides. We're having a ride from Squires.
Yeah.
We're having a ride from Washington Services.
Yeah. And
we're also going to do a 125 learner-friendly ride.
Yeah.
Leaving the sun in at Norwood. And in theory, obviously it's always in theory, all 3 rides will turn up at Marne Barracks, which is Catterick Garrison, alongside the A1, at the same time and cause mayhem.
That's just before the Scottish corner, isn't it, Catterick?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't been up that far for ages.
But that's our plan. Yeah. And also Catterick are going to put on a family fun day on that same day, so that when everybody turns up, there's something for them to do and see.
Is there any of these going on down south, or is it just predominantly Yorkshire?
No, the Ride of Honour is very unique. It's based in Yorkshire, and obviously, because that was one of the reasons I wanted to do this, a Yorkshire ride to Catterick Garrison, which I've been told is the biggest in Europe. Yeah. And it is a huge place, and you find that part of the garrison isn't aware of what's going on at that part of the garrison, because they're so, and the staff rotate every 2 years.
Within their own little units, they doesn't really aware what goes outside their own unit. And you've got lodger units on camps as well, so there's all sorts. And obviously,
well, the AWS, the fun day at the AWS, which is the welfare, the major from the ITC was unaware of that happening, and it was 200 yards from his house. So that's what I mean. It's so big, it's Catterick Garrison. Yeah. It's huge.
So website,
yeah. It depends what you want.
All of them, go for it.
All of them. If you're interested in the toy run, then all the W's, YorkshireBikeForum.co.uk, or I could be wrong. Yorkshire Bike Forum. I haven't been on there.
Type it into Google. I'm sure they'll find it.
Google Yorkshire Bike Forum. Obviously Facebook for the toy run as well, because obviously Squires will be plugging that. Also, Squires will be plugging the Ride of Honour, but the main site, because the registrations for next year's ride are now open, and we've had a fair few have already registered.
It's £15, isn't it?
£15, yeah. It's gone up £5 from last year, because what we found is with the cost of the t-shirts and various other costings, insurance, etc., we've had to up it because the price of cotton went up as well. So £15 gets you on the ride, your bike, your pillions are free, and you get a complimentary t-shirt.
And the money goes to charity.
The money, we've roughly worked it out. I mean, it's only guesswork, but roughly, if you call one bike, 10 quid goes to those 4 charities.
Can't go wrong with that, really.
So yeah, if we get 2,400 bikes, which we're hoping to, then you're talking 20.
You've got Marshall set up for everything.
Marshall, we don't need that.
Or back markers or whatever it is.
Oh, it's easy. The one from Washington Services. No, this is why all your main rides, like your one today, the EU protest one, that's why they're set off from services, because the police don't really need to get involved. I have contacted Bikewise, the Durham Constabulary, and they've pretty much said run it from the services, we don't need to get involved. So the Washington Service ride is basically turn up at Washington Services, and yes, there will be people that will be marshalling and leading and backmarking, etc. The same applies to Squires.
So do you need any, or have you got everyone sorted?
We're always looking for marshals, toy run marshals, we're always needing them, because I think this year's going to be 300 plus bikes, I really do. because there's an awful lot of interest.
So this November one's fully booked?
No,
it's not.
November is the toy run. You just turn up to Squires, bring a toy, bring a fiver, throw it in the bucket, get on the toy run, dress up as Santa, put lights on your bike, go to Ripon, and just enjoy the ride, because it's a nice ride to Ripon.
Yeah, that's why I moved up here. I moved up here from Hertfordshire because of the we went up to Whitby, and I just loved going up across Pickering and up past Fylingdales, and it was so nice. I thought I want to live up here, so that's why I moved.
There are some good roads. Do you know what I think they do though? When they realise that there's a really good biking road, they say, right, stuff this, we're going to put chippings on it.
Or potholes, big ones.
Yeah, oh, they don't repair them, yeah. But that spoils any good road. The one from Hawes to Riverleigh Viaduct, they've chipped that one. The one just out of Squires where you turn left near the church, they've chipped that road. That was a nice biking. Infamy, they've all got it infamy. They hate bikers, don't they?
So
I don't know why.
You've got the other website, it's
rideofhonour.co.uk is the website for any information regarding Ride of Honour, the registration, any news, etc, etc.
And on Facebook.
And on Facebook, yeah.
And as I'm now running Squires' official Facebook page, it'll be on there too.
Hopefully, yeah.
And my Awesome Nos page.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't know that existed.
I have an Awesome Nos page, it's Biker FM, and people who are listening to my show know that already. But yeah, Rachel told me I had to come and see you, so.
Rachel?
Yeah.
Oh, Rachel from
Because I actually did do a shout out for you guys the other week, but.
I think she mentioned, yes, she did, yeah.
Because can I mention it? I went, yeah, okay, I'll do.
Yeah, don't forget we've got the mascot bear as well.
Mascot bear?
The mascot bear. And we got the picture of the mascot bear is on the door. Our mascot bear. He hasn't got a name, but he will do after today. Yeah. He's going to be named today. He's on Facebook as well.
Is he?
Yes,
he's got his own profile.
Well, I say we don't know that yet because he hasn't got a name. He's an unnamed mascot bear.
So he had a competition today to name the bear? Is that what it is?
The competition's been running all year.
Yeah.
And the person will win a prize, cash prize, and also have the title of naming our mascot bear. until next year's ride, and then we'll start it all over.
It's not Muhammad, mate.
No.
You'll get shot.
Well, we'll have to work that one out because obviously we're going to look at it realistically. If somebody's named it something silly, we'll obviously give them the cash prize and say, look, you know, we've actually had to call it something different.
Yeah. So, give them a second choice, innit?
Indeed, yeah.
Right, so anything else you want to plug while I've got the microphone on your nose?
Well, we do have the Armed Forces weekend next year as well at Squires.
Cool.
Anybody who's got any stalls, etc., we're having a big car boot store up here as well. That's running for 2 days, and all the money raised from that event goes to the Ride of Honour Fund.
Okay.
If you are wanting a stall, we aren't asking for any money. Just turn up. If you do well, make a donation or just hand a raffle prize. Cool. We can't think any further than that. The 12th and the 13th of May for the Squires Family Forces Weekend or Fun. There's that many F's in the title. I've got flyers out there. It's the Forces Fun Weekend, I think.
Cool.
Too many F's for me.
Well, put a thing up on the Facebook and all that lot for it as well then.
Yeah, posters on the door. But yeah, the Ride of Honour Roadshow, this is its last event, unfortunately, till the toy run, 19th of November, where we will have a heater in the caravan.
Yeah?
Because it's going to be cold.
Nah.
It will.
Nah.
Yeah, it will.
But
no, don't let the weather put you off, because obviously, if you look outside, I think one of our motifs is, you know, don't just sit there, do something, make a difference. Helping Yorkshire bikers, helping Yorkshire kids.
Do you think, like I think, that bikers have got the biggest hearts when it comes to any charity?
Absolutely.
Any charity at all, especially with the Afghan stuff, with the armed forces.
And anything to do with military.
We had the Ali Pali a couple of years ago, and they had the Afghan Heroes bike there, and it wasn't because it was a nice bike, it was because of what it was representing.
You find that some bikers are more into your kiddie stuff, you know, like your toy runs, and then some bikers will be right into the military stuff. Yeah. So it depends, but as a rule, you won't find any generous people.
And air ambulances across this country are funded mostly on bikers' donations, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that come and pick us up off the road.
Yeah.
When some
hopefully not.
Cage drivers run us over.
It's always a car driver's fault, isn't it?
Yeah, this is true. I walked around Mablethorpe bike show in March, and I was going around with a bucket.
They had a bike show in March?
Yeah.
Chuffedy fluffedy.
No, it was lovely and warm.
Was it?
Because I was there with my stunt friend, Lee Bowers, who does all stunt shows and stuff. And yeah, I was walking around with a bucket. And the guy put a fiver in, he goes, they picked me up off the road twice in a week. I went, dude, what are you doing? Crashing, and ended up in an ambulance, an air ambulance, twice in a week.
Maybe you liked the first ride, or you didn't enjoy it.
Geez, what did you do, fall out and they picked you back up? Or, but yeah, the amount of people, I mean, the bucket was so heavy, and they were all bikers because they all know that there is a vital service. So, but I find with bikers in general, and this is what the angle that I'm going in, is that they are really into their charities, massively, more than any other part of a society that I know of.
Yes, there is a large percentage of motorcyclists that are. I mean, look at me. I'm a motorcyclist, and you can't get any
So
more.
how did you get involved in the Ride of Honour then? What, as in the Afghan thing?
Well, I was originally going to do the Ride of Respect.
Yeah.
It's a long story, which I won't bore you with, but I decided to go independent.
Yeah.
We had to run it on the same day. There was no way of getting around that. But obviously, we renamed it the Ride of Honour.
Yeah.
And apart from that, we've changed everything else. And obviously, we're not going to do it on Mother's Day next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the Ride of Honour is growing, and it will be very popular. It was popular this year. We did fill it. We did 750 bikes. Hello. Somebody's won on me tombola. Way.
Nice.
But,
it's a piss head from the shop.
oh, is it? All right. Johnny.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right. But yeah, we're setting up the Yorkshire Bike Forum. We've done egg runs. We've done pet food runs. Obviously, we started doing the Christmas because I wanted to give something back.
Yeah.
And it's just like a progression, because I have no ties with the military at all. I've never been in the army. I did apply to be in the army. I did my cough and drop, but I wasn't good enough. My eyes let me down. So no, it's just something that I feel very strongly about.
Have you watched the programmes like Our War with like the 18, 19-year-olds going over there, and it's sort of like a documentary? I've watched them, and then there's the ones with the guy, he climbs up not Everest, up Snowdonia, and he's got like 1.5 legs and hardly any arm, and they sit there and it's just absolutely amazing.
Don't you think?
And they're only young as well.
Yeah. But then you look at people that whinge because they've got an headache or they've got a cold. It's like, get a grip.
Yeah.
You know, you're not ill, really.
They don't understand it because they've not had a touch of it, have they? So.
You know, I don't complain about anything. Yeah, I complain when it's not busy and we aren't making any funds from the tombola and stuff, but it's part of life, you know, you take it, or, you know, it comes.
Dress them up, get them with their boobies, a bit of cleavage. And
we tried that last year. We had a lady who did have a reasonable sized cleavage, and the Salvation Army captain took a fancy to her.
to get his trumpet out.
Yeah.
Anything you want to plug while I've got the mic under your nose, or are you all done?
No, I think we're all done. I'm starting to lose my voice.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Okay.
Let's hope the Siren's a wonderful success.
Yeah.
Well, you will be on it, won't you?
I will be on it.
Excellent.
I am going to be on it because I only 15 miles away from Squires, so
wonderful.
I will be up
Get
here
yourself down for marshalling, because obviously any event like a toy run, Ride of Honour, egg run, anything like that is vitally dependent on good marshalling. So if you do fancy marshalling on the 2011 Squires toy run, feel free to contact via Facebook or the website.
Okay, right, those details are going up on my Awesome Noz Facebook page.
Yes, don't forget that one.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Over and out from the camo van at Squires on the last day of the Family Fun Day.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for talking to us, and that's it.
That's up.